Now, before we get into this entertaining video, we would just like to remind you to like and subscribe.
Yes, please do like and subscribe.
Sunflowers!
Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on today? Well, it's almost at the end of the week, and baby crone, you're approaching the end of the week. How's school going?
Yep, school's going good, baby.
Any problems?
Not any problems yet.
Any caught up on all your work?
Yes, I am caught up on my work.
All right, no tutors or anything?
Nope, not yet. Although I do ask my professors questions at the end of class.
Very good.
That is something I definitely have added onto the roster.
Very good for you. Now, with that being said, there is so much news. Oh, before I go on, please, if you are watching this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You know we could really use it. You know we love you. You know we do. So now, like I said, there is so much stuff going on in the news. So many things. Oh, my God. It's like news coming every day. So this is our chit chat with us. Yes. So we're just going to go ahead on and just go in there and chit chat and let you know what's been going on around in Hollywood and what's going on in the world. This is it. Go ahead, baby Crone. Go ahead. What's going on?
Well, first off, what's going on in the news is the fact that Cardi B, is back on the internet to talk about her relationship with Offset. Yes.
So they've been arguing. Cardi B finally said that she done had an affair, and now these are things when you're mad you just don't say.
Yes.
You don't say that to your husband. I don't care what he's done. What you don't go saying, I had sex with a man while I was pregnant. You don't say that. You don't even say it, even if you think you. They're just things you just don't say. You just don't. You know, it just seems like Cardi B and Offset, all they do is pick up back, but they ain't over. They over. They just don't know they over.
Yes.
If it gets to the point that you start saying derogatory things to hurt, and you're saying now we're even. And this is the thing when she said that she alluded to the fact that she was with Takeoff. That's ew. Ew.
Yes.
Tacky.
It is, especially because Takeoff,
Takeoff is not here to defend himself.
Yes.
So you wanted to hurt Offset so bad that you used that.
Yes.
Not cool. Not cool at all.
Yeah, that's definitely gutter.
Grow up. Both of you. Grow up. You done had 3 kids by this man. And you're going to do them. You're going to do your baby father like a girl. Grow up. Please. Please. If you get this message, all I got to say to you, girl, is please chill out and grow up and consider your babies.
Yes.
And that's their daddy. And learn to take the high road.
Yes.
And how about, why don't you just stop putting all your information out there in the cloud? Yep. Don't you know this going to come home and bite you in about 10, 15 years? Girl, grow up. You just sound like a scutterpole. Just nasty. You just give that life a bad name. Just just love and hip hop all over. It's just like okay. I'm done. It's just it's just so annoying and gross when I see that you start saying things and it's not helping you. Don't you know y'all in the process of a divorce? Yes. Don't you know you have to wait a year before you can get a divorce? And obviously, I don't know if Offset is holding back the divorce, but this is not, y'all need to.
Yes. I don't know how they got in this condition, but they need to get themselves out of this condition.
Lagging that. All right. What else we have?
Yes. On some, thankfully, lighter news. Well, actually, before that, we have to talk about how Naomi Campbell, is in the news for apparently, stealing from charity.
She had stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Yes.
and she was kicked off the board.
Mhm.
So you don't go to jail for nothing like that when you steal. She was giving them. This is the second time the people that did Black Lives Matter. Why people do that? Not these are rich people. That lets you know that just because somebody is sitting high and mighty, don't mean they got it like that.
Yes.
They live these elaborate lifestyles,
Mhm.
reminding of another person in the news for that is what's her name? Mariah Carey.
Yes.
The $18,000 she done took out on 18 million that she done took out on her condo in Tribeca,
Mhm.
and she only paid nine million for, and in debt. In debt.
Yeah.
For these decadent lifestyles.
Mhm.
So you have Mariah Carey in debt.
Yep.
But she'll probably make it up around Christmas time because that's her season. And these people living their lives like they were big stars. I mean, they big stars,
right.
But they ain't working like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they working, but they ain't hitting out hit after hit.
Right.
They ain't young no more. So you got people like Naomi Campbell stealing from the poor and greasing her pocket.
Yes.
And you got Mariah Carey still living a decadent lifestyle. People, come back and be regular.
You know who this reminds me of? Thinking about Naomi Campbell and how
that's sad, and she's devastated. You should be. Shame on you, Naomi. I'm shocked and appalled that when you take from the poor. Go ahead.
Yes, it reminds me of Danielle from the New Housewives of New Jersey when she had hosted a charity. And she
was taking the money and paying everybody back, and what little bit she had. This is ridiculous. But what Naomi was doing, she was taking the money and funding her lavish lifestyle.
Yeah, hosting galas.
Shame on her.
Buying
you use
property.
These clothes, living that decadent lifestyle.
Hotels.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. That is audacity.
The audacity of it. So that's what's going on.
Yes. Now, in lighter news.
Thank you.
Yes. Lizzo. Yes. Lizzo has came out saying that she is not using any weight loss drugs.
She says she's not. She just works. She says she's not using any weight loss drugs. We don't know if it's true or false, but they do show her and the gym working out.
Yes,
she is slimming up. She's doing it. However, on the flip note, you have her followers that's disappointed because she doesn't want to be a big girl. People, you can't be mad at the woman because she want to be healthy. You get healthy.
They took away their confidence.
I just don't understand why a bunch of overweight women get worked out when they did that with Monique. Anybody that Suda Bay, anybody that want to get that's overly weight, obese, and they want to lose weight, you got the overweight committee get mad about that.
Yes.
That's ridiculous, people.
Yes.
Yeah, they start off that way, but once they get in the industry, and you might want to know what happens when you get in the industry, you get a lot of ridicule. Can you imagine all they hear all day? You start self-reflecting, and you out to the world. So yeah, when you home and you're around your 1,000 people that you feeling all right. But when you get out from the world, and they all over the world, and people coming, you have to reflect on yourself and maybe consider. Now, it could be different if they say your skin is too dark or your skin is too light. You may not can do very much about that. You can, but it depends on will you be moved to that degree. But when it comes to things like your weight, or you can see that, or the way you doing your hair, or the way you man your makeup, you can fix those things.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything wrong with that. But I do have a problem with people getting offended because she's getting in help. That's what you all should do. No pun intended.
Yeah, I totally get it. So yeah, I think that's all we have to say about Lizzo. I mean, my last little 2 cents to say about Lizzo is the fact that I definitely agree with you on that sentiment. I guess I'll just share my 2 cents about that.
Well, you got more than 2 cents. It's $20.
Okay, I'll share my $20 about that. I just feel as though it's the fact that what was representing the big girls community has now, I guess, it's all about the sentiment of being proud in your body, no matter what shape and form it comes in.
Right.
So then once you go and lose the weight, the followers are just like, "What? I thought you was confident in your body." Now they feel like they've been lied to. But hey,
get over it. Either way, she had a change of heart,
Mm-hmm.
and she wants to get that. Maybe the doctor told her. Maybe the doctor said, if you keep singing like this, you know, you can have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe her cholesterol is up. Maybe her bones hurt.
Yeah.
We don't know. But whatever it is, it's enough to drive her to the gym. So take a note. Instead of finding fault, join her. Join her. If you follow her lead. She's leading you in a good direction. She is a vegan. Mm-hmm. At least she was. So follow her in there.
Yeah.
Don't sit back and murmur. Join the party.
Yes.
Don't be a party pooper. Be a party crasher.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, I like that. Speaking of, well, it's not necessarily party crashers, but talking about somebody having to leave a house. Richard Simmons' family wants the housekeeper that now that he has passed to no longer reside on his estate.
And they putting that woman out. I'm not saying she's not going to go. And a lot of times I blame the deceased for it. You should have had a will.
Yeah.
This woman took care of him.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't look out for her.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. So it ain't no other choice but to go.
Yeah.
If he didn't look out for you, go. Go. That's all you can do is go. I hope they give you something.
I don't know what the
but then I don't know his financial. We don't know anything. But go. That's all you can. I feel sad about stuff like that.
I do too. Because what does the family have against the housekeeper?
They just want the
I get it. They just want the property.
They want the money. They want the property. You know, I get all of that. But like I said, if Richard Simmons didn't think about it.
Yeah.
He left the will. Whoever the will is left to, that's who it's left to. Yes. And you know, whenever there's death, there's always drama. Not all the time, but a lot of times, especially if there's a little bit of money. You know, if you have at least 1,000, you ain't got to have 1,000. You could just have like
500.
No, you could have something like 100,000, and you'll have people about to knock people over just to get to the money. You know, so $1 million. $500,000, you don't know what you're going to get at this point.
That is true.
So I just feel sad for this woman, but it is what it is. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, moving on about things that is what it is. Tia Maui is crying about how now what she did is... Oh, and also
about her sister.
Yeah, she has corrected the fact that her and her sister.
No, she didn't correct. She backpedaled and pussy popped. That's what she did, because she knew that was wrong. And her sister came on. Excuse me, baby Crone. Her sister came on and said, "I didn't even know that Tia had a show."
Yes, she did.
Tia's show is filmed and getting ready to come on next week, I believe.
October 4th.
October the 4th, I will be watching because the Braxton is gone off after this week. Mm-hmm. So I will be watching. And like I said, Tia have issues to me. She's a drama queen. Mm-hmm. I think she's got mental ailments. I really do. I really think Tia needs to talk to someone. I don't understand how in the world you can file for a divorce. Now, I hear people saying that her husband was dominating, controlling, because this woman goes off and say she feels good because she made a decision. What was it, baby Crone?
Yes, she said that she finally realized that she had a choice.
You're an actress. You are an actress, and that's all they do is make choices. So don't, Tia. Don't stop it. You are an actress and not a very good actress. You're a mediocre actress. Yes. And mediocre. You haven't played in anything really substantial. You play in those Hallmark Hall of Fame movies and those little tidbit movies of white girl movies,
Yeah,
nothing deep. Your husband is a far superior actor. He plays in a lot, your ex-husband, and no offense. So, you're right. You're a sitcom. You're doing right. So now that you got this show, you're going to get over there and expose and put your whole life out there. And I hope you don't expose your sister. So you're going to put your whole life out there because Tia's trying to figure it out. Tia, you are very, very self-centered. You are. And the thing is, you don't even know that about yourself. And that girl that you had that was on your show, or whoever, this black girl, she's an enabler. Because she sees what she want to see. A true friend will tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. The very fact that you and your sister are not talking, that let me know right now, and you didn't tell her, that let me know, Tia, you're the problem.
Yes.
You're the problem. Now, I don't know what went on in your marriage, but you make this make sense to me. How in the world you're going to get a divorce? Then after you get a divorce, you're going to go on a show and you make a show about you're lonely because you wasn't happy, but then you regretted leaving him. Now you're glad you left him. It was awkward when y'all met, but you got all this. Now it's like, I gotta take this kids to school. You mean to tell me no matter what you was going through, you couldn't sacrifice your feelings for your children so they could have their father? You mean to tell me being with Corey was that horrible?
Yeah.
He dominated you. What, he hit you up beside the head? What did he do to you? What, he didn't cheat. He didn't abuse her. What did he do? What is the secret that you and this black girl know, y'all black women, that y'all talk about that we don't know, that for almost a year that you've been belly aching about? What is it?
Yes, please.
Because I hear Corey saying he don't know. Mm-hmm. So is he controlling? Because I think you could have got that under control when you realized he wanted that marriage. You could have said, okay, you get counseling, da-da-da. He would have done anything because he wanted the marriage. But you left him. I hope he finds somebody wonderful. But I tell you, Tia, you're not ready for nobody because you're still broken. You need to figure out what's broken in you. And I truly believe it comes from your mother and your father. Okay. I don't know what environment you brought up in or what happened between them, but whatever it is, it tainted you.
That's true.
And if I was your sister tomorrow, I wouldn't want that negativity around. I said it then, I said it earlier, and I say it now. I don't want to be around negativity. All you do, Tia, you find fault and bellyache and complain. And then you come on the air like you're the guru of everything. And I just figured it out. Get a life and buy a vow.
Oh, okay.
She just come off so narcissistic to me, just narcissist. And she's so self-absorbed that everything is always happening to her and about her. And it's everybody, but it's never Tia.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly
She's always been the standout one. Because her sister has always been a little bit, Tamara has always been a little laid back. She's always been the out there, the black girl. She's always been that. And I like Tia then. But right now, I don't know. I think Tia have issues and Tia really needs some serious therapy. I want to see your show. So I'm going to see it. But be ready for the scrutiny. Because I can already tell it's a cry fest. Mm-hmm. I'm so sick and tired of people like you who have a good life. At least that's what you presented to us.
Yes.
And now that maybe you think it's something better on the other side because Corey ain't measure up after 15 years. You mean to tell me it took you 15 years to figure that out? Mm-hmm. Now when your son needs dad the most and need family and your daughter, that's when Tia decide, oh, I'm not happy. I gotta find me. Yes. Maybe that is it. But Tia, I'm not saying to stay in the marriage. I'm just saying, I can't say that because I don't know. I'm just saying you need to come and tell us what it is. And not that I really give a damn. I don't. But to make it make sense, you really need to, on your show, say, this is why I left my husband, and make it make sense so I can feel you. Because right now, you just like, when? You're an airhead to me. And very intelligent. I'm not taking that from you,
Mhm.
but you play your intelligence and you're acting. You act, you can cry or pretend to cry. You're just too melodramatic. And the star, and when the camera's not on you, you come out with some, I had an epiphany,
Yes.
or I had this grandiose idea.
Mhm.
I can I can make a decision. Stop it. Acting is about decisions. You got to take on characters.
Yes.
So stop. Okay. Clean the air with her. She just, I mean, she annoys me. I get on her and I stay on her. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, also speaking of acting, allegedly, supposedly, Kamala Harris, yes, apparently Candace Owens has done some research.
Some research. She's done research and had her audience, her millions of followers started sending in, and they has proven that Kamala Harris, those people that she said was her grandparents, they're not real. They were the help.
Yikes. Talk about embarrassing.
Talk about lies. Talk about deception.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my mom today over the phone, and it's always good to know she's doing well. And my mother is like, she hates Trump with a purple passion.
A purple passion.
Purple. And it's like he's trying to take us back to slavery. I didn't know.
Yeah, I had no words on that. I really had to stop and ponder on
it. I wanted to. She said he's trying to take us back to slavery, and I said, "Mom, I don't think he's trying to take us back to slavery. I don't think that's it. No, yes, he is. Yes, he is." And I began to say, well, he's the Republican Party, and they were against the slaves. The Democratic Party was for the slaves. And my mother was saying, no, that's not true. I said, it got flipped. I'm going to definitely talk about it. I said, but it is true. I don't know how it flipped from the north to the south and how the blacks got twisted, but we did. And it's a story behind it, and I'm going to talk about it. But I just don't, and like I said, I don't hate either party.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid to hate a party. They're both have good valid points. They both want to help the nation.
Yeah.
It's just which side do you stand on?
Mm-hmm.
They demonize each other.
Yes, they really do.
Because they want to be in power. But the fact is, what are their agendas? And that's what we're dealing with. So after talking to my mother, I realized I'm going to have to go and talk about what was the Great Divide, what separated, what made the black people turn against the South and go towards the North. That was the Democratic Party that was ruling, and that they were for slaves. I want to know how that, well, I want to share with you all how that happened. You think that'd be interesting?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely going to be doing that probably over the weekend or something. What we have?
Yes. Oh, yes. And then lastly, we have to talk about well, not lastly, but nice transition about Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy. Okay. That whole trio and the mess that's going on with them.
Tell me about Beyonce.
Okay. Well, apparently, as I'm not sure if we've mentioned it yet, but Beyonce and Jay-Z, the rumor is that they are on the breaks of a divorce.
This has been out for about, I know I've been hearing it for the last 12 or so months. So this is not shocking to me. And with the way that things are going with him, I wouldn't be surprised if she does divorce him. It's about money. And I think if they divorce, if they divorce, they're divorcing out of a necessity of a protection.
Okay.
Because outside of that, and like they said, these commentators are not saying, listen closely. They're not saying they're getting the divorce. They're saying they're gathering, or they're gathering information, or they're getting lawyers. They didn't say they're not getting a divorce. Why would you get a divorce now out of all of this, when all of this go down, the worst thing I think that Beyonce could do is get a divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because you look guilty.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Running? That's the worst. No, don't. No. Get a divorce when it hit, and then you can say, I just believed, do whatever. But not right now. It looks too suspicious. It won't work in your favor. You had enough time to do it, so don't tell me they're going to get a divorce, because I don't believe it.
Yeah. It
would be it's too convenient. It'll be too forced, and all that would do is make the feds go in on Jay-Z more, because I know you're laundering and hiding money.
Oh, yeah.
At this point. Mm-hmm. So this is not a good idea. And I know that everybody wants Jay-Z to get a divorce from Beyonce. Well, first of all, I don't like families breaking up, so I'm not for that. But I'm one of them people. I don't believe that our hands are squeaky clean. Beyonce done played into some magic and did things to people. I mean, even 50 Cent accused her of gangsterism.
Yeah.
That's a new word. Gangsterism. So I don't put enough, even her people that work for her that have said these things. So no, I don't put past nothing between them. They've been together how many years? 15 years? 20? I don't know. They've been together over 10 years. I put nothing past a married couple. They in cahoots. They make money together. She is his muse. He makes money off of Beyonce. Beyonce is his money ticket. If it wasn't for Beyonce, Jay-Z would be just like the rest of the old head rappers in obscurity somewhere. It is Beyonce who keeps him relevant.
Yes.
And he is her handler. And we know that he give her drinks. I don't know about the drugs, but I know when they be sitting down, he be trying to give her drinks. She be like, no. She's a drinker. And Wendy Williams pulled that out years ago when Beyonce was throwing up in the back of the car. And Wendy said, oh, you sick? That was years ago. So Beyonce been drinking a long time. She's a drinker. You see, she made that whiskey. She's a drinker. Everybody else be making vodkas and all that. This girl came out with some country whiskey, okay?
Yes.
Grandpapa style.
Yeah, for real. They've been married for 16 years.
See? So you just don't walk away like that. She loves that man, and he loves her in spite of everything. First of all, it wouldn't surprise me if they got a divorce, and it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't, because I know at this point it's all about protection and saving that money. And they're going to have accountants and lawyers and everybody telling them what to do. You could believe that. Who else we have? And as far as Diddy, what is it about Diddy?
Yes, apparently, what was in the drinks. Yes.
Tell them about that drink. Okay, yes. You know those. This is what I heard. I don't know how true it is, so I want to put this in there. That those 1,000 bottles of baby lotion or baby oil, they was mixed with water, and with this liquid stuff. What is it?
Yes, they call it Hold on, let me pull it back up. I actually just had this.
It's give them the anagram.
GHB.
GHB. Because I just did a search on this. Go ahead.
Yes, it is pronounced gamma hydroxybutyrate.
And it's for?
Yes, apparently it's to treat narcolepsy, but it can also help with depression and
It's supposed to keep them from going to sleep.
Yes.
But it does eventually knock you out. It's like a knockout drug. It's like a drug that could knock you out and you don't know anything that happened to you.
Right.
And I guess you get a high off of it first. But I guess when you crash, I don't know. I don't do the drugs. I'm just assuming from what I read about it. But that is what they've been giving. And that's what they had shipped in. And so, yes, no, it wasn't allegedly. It wasn't 1,000 bottles of baby oil, but it was 1,000 bottles of that liquid stuff. And they say that this stuff is pink. I saw in the old pictures, I don't know if it's pink or not, but I heard something was pink. I don't know, it could have been something else. But I see that when I see Diddy holding, he got drink liquid in his glass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and I think that, and I want to know if Diddy going through withdrawals because he haven't been getting high.
I'm sure he is.
So I wonder, maybe that's why he's not eating.
That could be it.
Maybe that's why, because he's going through withdrawals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you used to being high and drinking and partying and that stuff is taken away, you could be smoking pot and you're going to have to go through at least a couple of days of just maybe not like that, but you'll crave it, I would suppose. And then in a day or two, you'll be over it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Anything that you're on, your body gotta get to, especially if it's some kind of substance, you know, that mess with your psyche. I truly believe that. So anyway, anything else?
That was pretty much it. But just to briefly talk about things staying in your system for quite a bit, just for the reason of that is because it's all about hormones and how your body uptakes chemicals specifically, because we are chemical machines.
We're water.
Yes, we are water. Mm-hmm. And also the name of this gamma hydroxide butyrate in liquid form is apparently called liquid ecstasy.
Right, liquid ecstasy. Yeah, that's what they taking. And so there you have it. I hope, because it wasn't making sense to me, 1,000 bottles. Now, like I said, this is what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but it makes more sense that he was getting that stuff in and they thought it was water, but it's water. They mixed it. It says it's mixed with water. So that's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's crazy that they was able to get that, and he had that stashed in his house.
Allegedly.
For what use, we'll never know.
But now we know it was, apparently it wasn't baby oil. It could have been, but what I'm saying, it could have been oil mixed in it. I don't know. But what I heard, it wasn't that. It was that drug. GB, what's the anagram?
GHB.
GHB. That's what it was. So with that being said, that's our recap on the news. I hope you enjoyed it. We gave you all that we had. Oh, and last, tell me that little sweet news about Miley Cyrus that you wanted to share.
Okay, apparently Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton just recently found out that they are related, literally. They are seventh cousins.
How they figure that? Through Ancestry?
Yep, Ancestry.com.
So there you have it. And that's our news. Well, we thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this, please thumb us up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You know we appreciate it. You know we love you. And we appreciate you showing up for us and supporting us. Thank you 1,000 times over and over again. And with that being said,
sunflowers!